I'm Catherine of GamerCast.net, and I'm doing an unboxing that you probably, well, everyone knows is coming, instead of being taken surprised by a Surface unboxing. And that's something that has a really, really nice box, and it's the Assassin's Creed 3 Freedom Edition. It's got it in fancy writing at the bottom saying Freedom Edition even, sorry. And you've just literally got the logo on the front with the 3. But the thing is, you know what you're buying when this is this. On the back here we've got the blurb about the game, about the DLC you get, and the contents of the box as well. This is a card sleeve that's over the top saying how it's got things that little kids shouldn't be playing with down here. Got to be at least 12 to play with the Connor figure. And there's the other side of that. So yeah, this is just a sleeve that pops off, and it's a really, really lovely box. This is like the best Ubisoft collection box so far, I think. Because like the boxes for Assassin's Creed 2 Black, I suppose Revelations was quite nice. I didn't get a Revelations collection, and because before that the black one was pretty pants. I suppose the Far Cry 2 box was really nice because it was wood, but this is like super sturdy, and it feels like they've taken a leaf out of other people's books. So you got some nice embossed UV printing, or slightly embossed UV printing on the logo there, which is really nice and shiny. It says Freedom Edition again, and then this is where the box, well, it's the same like on the left and the right side with the stars. It's got a plain back, stars again, and the top's quite nice as well. But it's a really weighty box. And then this, as you might guess, pops off. And we've got a nice just lid. And the contents inside. Sadly the inside isn't as nicely arranged as the outside. But then you don't really need to do that because the outside is what people are going to see. So here you can see straight away, big portion of it is the figure, and then we've got all the game and everything there. So I'll show all the game and everything first. So we've got a standard copy of the game, which, well, I say standard copy of the game, not for resale. So open that up with my trusty key, or with a key, because it's a lot easier to do. Yeah, so luckily I was not in when the UPS man or lady delivery person came to deliver it. Luckily my neighbour was in, and they very nicely signed for it for me, so it meant that I got it today, as opposed to hoping that I could have it sent tomorrow if I was in. So very lucky with that, especially because, you know, if UPS couldn't deliver it, I don't know if I'd be able to pick it up from their local depot or anything like that. So what we got here? Oh yeah, because of course Ubisoft aren't really in the manual phase anymore, are they? Or at least, I know they have got a slight manual. So we've got the game and then these bits and bobs. So you get your multiplayer access code. A little piece of paper with that saying you play down the bottom. Then we've got the additional unlockable content with the code on the back, and also the different figure as an advertisement. So with this Freedom Edition you get the Lost Mine Ruins, which is 20 minutes of single player missions. That's really nice. Actual content for single, oh my god, this is crazy, loads of single player content. Oh, I like it when they do that. Ghost of War, 20 minutes of single player content, and Wendy Yag's, or Wendy Yag? I'm not sure. His War Club weapon, and you also get a multiplayer sharpshooter pack that has the sharpshooter. So there you go, so you get those. So on the inside of here we've got all about the code, about how to redeem it, where to redeem it, and then on the other side we've got an advertisement for the other figure that you can pick up. I know Game is selling these for £30, I believe. Is it 30? It might be a little more. Which is a different figure to the one that comes in here. This is the, as it says, Connor the Hunter. I'm not sure if that one has a title. This figure's not as good a quality as the one in this Freedom Edition. I was shown one of these the other day. when I popped in my local game, because they were like, ooh, don't you want to buy this? And I just looked at the quality and I was like, oh geez, I hope the figure in the Freedom Edition is actually a bit better quality, because I mean, it's a good figure, but there were just some bits of it that looked a bit plasticky for me, and I would have liked it to look a little bit more professional. But the one in the box luckily does, so I'm happy with that. And then an advert for the official guide on the back there. And then you get the manual. That's really weird. So yeah, the simple kind of manual has got that instruction, the control layout, technical support, about Uplay, and then that's the weirdest advert. So it says at the top, your next creed, Insanity, and it's for Far Cry 3, of course, and the Insanity Edition, and how you can pre-order now and get crazy unlockables. That's coming out 29th of November, of course. I need to pre-order this. I mean, it's what, 9 days after Hitman? Just before December? I'm sure I could maybe pre-order that. And then, as it's kind of a fashion now, you get an optional Steelbook should you want to pop your game in it, with lovely Alex Ross art for Assassin's Creed 3. So we've got Connor on the front and the back of Connor on the back. So I'm pretty sure I will be putting my game in this box. You know what, I can even do it now. Similar to the Star Wars Republic Steelbook. Was it a Star Wars? No, I'm thinking, I don't know why I thought Star Wars Republic though. Oh, it did have a Steelbook. Yeah, it had an extra disc slot. Unless, was I just not looking? Did it have 2 discs in there? Oh, I was just not looking. Oh, it didn't look like a 2 disc slot. If I pull these out now. Yeah, because of course usually when you have a 2 disc case it has a 2 on it, or it doesn't look like your standard press in thing, and usually it's just a straight one that you have to pull the disc out of. However, that is neither of which, and there's 2 discs here. And oh, there you go, it says very small. Disc 1. Of course, if you're playing it on PS3, I'm sure it'll just be on 1 disc. You got disc 2 there. So I will now migrate this to my Steelbook. Magic is happening. Then I can have my lovely Steelbook on the shelf instead. Put my DRC and multiplayer access code in there. So yeah, a lovely Steelbook. It's nice that generally they have really nice additional art, and Alex Ross is a pretty amazing, I'd say, comic artist. He does a bit of other stuff as well, but he's done just amazing stuff in the past. So yeah, it's really nice. It's got quite nice metallic printing on it. So you get the Steelbook. Then we've got, I think is just art cards. So we've got a nice little Assassin's Creed 3 envelope. See, nice envelope. High quality envelope. They're postcards? No, they're just art cards. So we've got 2 art cards. One with Connor looking onto a camp, and one without Connor. One just of an environment, really. Got the environment. It's really nice and detailed. And we've got Connor looking on a camp. So they're both really nice. See, these are the kind of things that you could get a nice frame made up for you. From like frame shops that do it where you tell them the dimensions of the frame, and there'll be a card inside and 2 little bits where you put the thing. And you could nicely have those side by side and mounted on a wall, just because they look really, really nice. So I'll pop those back in their envelope. And then the last thing that isn't the figure is George Washington's diary. I believe that's what they're calling it, George Washington's diary. Oh, his notebook, sorry, not his diary, his notebook. So this is lovely. I flicked through it earlier. It's got the thickest pages in the world. Or actually, no, those ones probably open out, don't they? Or do they? They look like they open out. Do they open out? Oh, it does. From which side? Neither. How am I supposed to... You're supposed to tear it. I'm not going to tear it. Oh, it's lame. Is that why you get that? So, I don't know if I'm being ignorant in not really knowing the purpose for this other than it potentially being a bookmark. But we've got this in there. I understand if it was like a piece of metal and you were supposed to use it to tear pages. But it's not. It's just like a thin... probably a laminated piece of card or maybe... so we've got that in there. And then I'm going to move myself so I can show this book because it deserves to be shown because it looks lovely. Oh, my key's falling out now. Okay. So yeah, that's how you kind of know it's his thing, or his notebook as well at the start. I suppose I'll flick from the back. So we've got some credits there. And then like notes with dates, which is why I suppose it's kind of like a diary, but you can also put dates in a notepad. But like, as you can see here, this is, you probably cannot see, this is double thickness. And maybe they do expect you to use that. As you can see from in there, it's got something, it's got an image inside it and more writing, but unless there was an error in the printing of mine, I might ask if you... anyone who's watching this that already has this, let me know if yours is like this as well, because it doesn't seem to have any way to come out and I don't want to tear it. But there's an image on the inside of that bit, and like quite a few of these pages are like this. That's another one there. 57, 58, oh no it's not, 57, 58. Let's have a see, 61. Yeah, the pages are stuck together. Well, the pages have been printed wrong maybe. I wonder if everyone's is like this, because this goes from page 56 at the bottom here to 53. So there's a page in there. It's a shame that I can't show you the pages that are inside as well, but they're very hard to show. So I'll just flick through the rest. So we've got images on different important characters in the history. We've got environments. I imagine he's drawn he's supposed to have drawn these pictures. I would have maybe given them a bit more of a sketchier style, I think. Picture of a settlement there. But it's super lovely quality paper. It's so thick. So that's really nice. That little kind of drawn image. Yeah, it's got to be that these pages are incorrectly printed. I wouldn't think that they'd intentionally be like this. Might have a search on the internet once I've finished my video, but I'm sure people may comment as well in the comments below. So yeah, that's, oh, I'll put that back inside there. That's the game and little extra content. And then we've got the main attraction, which of course for the Freedom Edition was the figure. The Join or Die Edition had its medallion, I think it was. But I decided to go with figure, because you could only buy it in 2 places. Well, in the UK you can only buy it from Gamestop and from Ubishop themselves on the Ubishop. So I went with this. So yeah, let's just open it up. If I can. Oh, it's got the bloody sellotape while I'm trying to pull it apart. I'll have to see if there's somewhere I can put him, really. I'm kind of running out of figure space. But with him, Hitman, a potential bobblehead, the bloody Bioshock Infinite Songbird edition. That's a lovely collector's edition. I've got the Faith in 2K with Irrational to give us an amazing collector's edition. I mean, I know it wasn't Irrational working on Bioshock 2, it was 2K Marin, but 2K brought us a lovely collector's edition with that, probably one of the best collector's editions out there. But even still with that, the original Bioshock's collector's edition was really, really nice. Except of course for the people who sadly got broken drills on the Big Daddy figure. I know because I'm one of them. Sadly they weren't replacing them for people in the UK though. So okay, you know, packaging and the like. And then I'm gonna pull him out. I'm gonna set him up. Oh, there you go. He just came out. That's really weighty. You could hit someone with that. You wouldn't kill them with it, but you could definitely hit someone with that. And then we got, is this a flagpole? And then we got a flag. An American flag. Oh, I just tore the little bag that it's in. There we go. Yeah, it's nice. It's got actual wire. So that's a flat end. Oh, they're both flat ends, so they must both just work. That didn't line up, did it? Flag. Whee. This goes there. Maybe. There's a hole there. Don't seem to fit. Picture of the figure. And he's got a flag behind him. Ah. I mean, to be fair, I could have set him up beforehand, but I hadn't even opened him before. Is that in? Must be in. That feels a bit high. Ah, that looks kind of right, although in the image he's got it a little bit lower. But that's as low as it's going. Okay. Movable flag. Oh, like it's moving in the wind. So yeah, here's a Connor. Does his gun come out? I have a feeling it does. Feels like it does. There goes a gun. Little, what, flintlock pistol? Is that what it is? From my focus on that pistol. Stupid camera. There we go. So like the detail's really quite nice. It's not terrible. And see, that just came out of his holster here. Just in here. So I can slot that back in. I guess his other one comes out as well from the looks of it. I guess you could put the pistols in his hand instead. He's got his retractable blade out with rubber bands around it, which is slightly strange, but I imagine you can pull his blade in. His sword. Oh, his sword doesn't come out, sadly. But I think his tomahawk does. His bow and arrow can't move, I don't believe. Or the arrows. It's weird that you can see his eyes. But generally, I think they've done a really good job on this figure. Like, just looking at it, it's really detailed and it's painted well. Which is usually the letdown of figures, that when they're not painted very well. Or don't have that much detail. Or don't look like the character at all. Little flag moving. That's really, really nice. Is there anything on the base? Assassin's Creed 3. I at first thought these were numbered, but I guess they weren't. I was obviously just making it up in my head. Yeah, that's a really nice figure. I might try and get that flag in a bit more, but otherwise, that's going to go on the top even more. That's really, really nice. Look at that. That is a brilliant figure. I'm usually quite critical of them, but I'm actually quite happy with that. Best yet, Ubisoft. Well done. So yeah, that's the Assassin's Creed 3 Freedom I'll put him there. He won't be in it, will he? No, you still can't see it. Two little sofa arm in the image. That's Assassin's Creed 3 Freedom Edition. I think it was something like £70 on Gamestop or something like that. I think I paid 60 for it. I'm not 100% sure. But it was available on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 through GameStop and Ubisoft in the UK. Nowhere else had it, as GameStop claimed it was their exclusive. It was not, because Ubisoft were totally selling it. You can also get the Join or Die edition, which I may pick up when it goes a little bit cheaper, just because it's got a nice stuff that is not in this. But I thought I'd go for the figure because figures are so cool that you can put out on your shelf. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing. My next one will be Halo 4 on... Oh look, there's an Assassin's Creed 3 advert on the TV right now. Halo 4, which I will be buying at my local game store's midnight launch, and then doing my unboxing after coming home from the midnight launch, and then I'll pop it up, well, record it, pop it up. May have some headphones if I decide to buy some, but not the £230 ones, but there's a nice set of Triton £40 Halo 4 branded headsets. It's just their wired kind, but I'm going to see if they'll let me try them on to see what they feel like. If they do, they may get a purchase. I would love to have some nice wireless headset, or a nice wireless headset, which is the £230 ones, which have 7.1, which I don't believe the 360 actually, or at least I've been told the 360 doesn't export audio in 7.1. I think it's 5.1 max. But they're surround sound headphones, and that'd be really, really nice, and they're wireless. They're bloody expensive. You could buy a 360 for that price. You could buy lots of things. As I was saying to Paul earlier, if I was spending £230 on a headset, I might as well be pulling that money and spending it on a Wii U or something like that. So I have a Wii U as opposed to a really expensive pair of headset, headset, whatever you want to call it. I suppose it's a headset because it'll have a 2.5 jack. But I don't think I'm going to go and spend that much money on a headset because it's really expensive, and you could get a pair of professional headphones for that kind of price. Or around about that kind of price, maybe a bit more. So yeah, next will be Halo 4, so you can expect that coming up soon. Followed by Hitman on the 20th of November, and then potentially Far Cry on the 29th of November. And a Pikachu 3DS whenever the hell it comes out. So I'll catch you for my next video. I hope you enjoy this. Maybe pickups coming out soon. And yeah, that was my Assassin's Creed 3 Freedom Edition unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.